Check this out right here. Bam, a selfie stick on a gimbal? How cool is that? What's going on, everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today's video is in partnership with Hohem, and this is the Hohem iSteady M7 smartphone gimbal. And let me tell you, this has to be the best smartphone gimbal that I have ever personally used. This definitely has all of the bells and whistles. All right, so I wanna start off by showing you guys one of my favorite features about this gimbal right here, and it is exactly what you are seeing right now. No, nobody is holding my phone recording me walking back and forth here in the office. Nobody is holding the gimbal recording me walking back and forth. The iSteady M7 smartphone gimbal right here actually has a built-in AI tracking feature that is literally built into the gimbal itself. It has attached a little module up on top, and that is what it is using to track me. I don't actually have to use the app that this gimbal is compatible with to be able to use this tracking feature. Whereas, with other gimbals out on the market, a lot of the times you will have to use their compatible app just to be able to use that tracking feature. Luckily with this one right here, everything is built into the gimbal itself, so I can track myself without actually having to use the camera app. I'm actually using the camera app that comes with my Galaxy Z Fold 7 that I am using to record this video right now, and I am still able to track myself. And if I want to stop tracking myself, all I got to do is hold up a little stop hand right there, and it stops tracking me. As you can see there, I'm walking back and forth now. It is no longer tracking me. When I am ready for it to start tracking me again, I just hold up a little OK, and it will start tracking me again instantly. And it's pretty quick as well. It keeps up with me pretty good, as you can see there. And I am actually filming with the rear facing camera. So you're probably wondering, okay, well, how are you seeing yourself? How do you know you are in frame? Well, that's where another really cool feature comes in, and that is this little guy right here. So this little guy right here is pretty much what controls the gimbal for the most part. And the cool thing about it is, as you can see, it is detachable. You don't have to keep it on the gimbal. And it actually has a little touchscreen, as you can see there, to go through the settings and adjust things, but you can also use it as a viewfinder to view yourself through the little AI tracking sensor. So as you can see, I can now see myself, and I can also use this to control the gimbal. Move it side to side, I can go up, I can go down, I can start recording video. If I am using the Hohem app, I'm able to switch in between lenses as well. If I want to use the ultra wide angle lens, the main lens, or the telephoto lens, I can use this toggle right here to go ahead and do that. And if I triple press this button right here, check this out, 1, 2, 3, it is now going to give me an infinite circling pan motion facing upwards. So as you can see, if you want to take some cool cinematic shots, whether it be of the ceiling or the sky, or you can face it this way, you can also face it down. It's going to continue spinning until you actually stop it. So you can take some really cool cinematic shots like this, and it's going to continue spinning and spinning and spinning until you are ready for it to be done. And then you just triple press that button again, and it will finish for you and go back to where it was. So very cool feature there. Now going back up to this little module up here, aside from it just being able to track you using AI, it also has a built-in CCT light and built-in RGB light as well. Yes, you heard right, it has a built-in RGB light. And in order to turn that on, you don't actually have to use the little screen to go into the menu. You actually have a button here on the side, right in the center of the roller controller. And all I gotta do is just press and hold that button, and bam, it automatically turns on that CCT light. I can switch up the warmness or the coolness. I can also switch up the brightness if I want it to be brighter or more dim. Now, if I want to switch over to RGB, all I got to do is click it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and it'll switch it over to RGB. And within this, you can actually switch up the color, whatever color you find that works good. And you can also switch up the brightness as well, just by tapping the button once. Whether you're in CCT or RGB, you tap it once, it will take you to the brightness adjustment. Press it again, it will take you to color adjustment. And if you want to turn it off, just press and hold it again, and boom, it turns that light off for you. Now you are also able to change the actual function of the roller itself. By default, it is set to focus, so you can be able to use it to focus. Now, of course, this is only going to work in the actual camera app itself, but if you are using the default camera app in your smartphone, there are other settings that will still work with the roller control right here. You also have a tilt mode. So as you can see, I'm able to tilt it up and down. You have a roll mode. So it's gonna roll it side to side, as you can see there. You have a pan mode. it will pan side to side. And then you also have the CCT and the RGB. So I usually personally like to keep it on tilt mode just so I can smoothly tilt it up and down like you see right there. Now, when it comes to actually just using the gimbal in your hand, you're definitely going to get some smooth video. It is very simple, very smooth, and the gimbal itself is actually nice and lightweight. So it doesn't feel too heavy in the hand like other gimbals might feel. And it definitely keeps the video nice and stable. Even if I decide to move really fast around the room like this, it's going to keep the video nice and stable. It's going to move with me. It's not going to make the video shaky at all. So when it comes to just using the gimbal like this handheld, it actually does a very good job. And it feels really great in the hand as well. And it has a nice, thick handle right here with some good grip, so it doesn't feel like it's going to slip out of your hand. Even if you start to get sweaty hands over time, it's still going to give you some nice grip all the way around the handle right here. And as you can see down here at the bottom, it actually has detachable feet. So you can take those off if you want to cut off a little bit of weight. Maybe you don't want those on there. Maybe you'll feel it to be too long. But if you decide to attach them, that way you can stand this up on your desk or wherever you want to stand it up. Boom, you have the legs ready to go. Okay, now check this out. See this right here on the side? This is going to give you the option to add on some accessories. So if I want to add on maybe some extra grip, or maybe I want to get more cinematic and get those lower shots, bam, I have now attached their sling hand grip accessory, which is going to make getting those lower shots so much more easier, so much more convenient. And it also acts as a great carrying tool for carrying this gimbal around as well. It's got nice grip, just like the bottom right here. You can use it both ways, and check this out. You also have the option to bring it out to the side like this if you prefer to film this way. And you'll also notice that I am also using their wireless microphone here on my smartphone. So the gimbal doesn't only just handle the smartphone itself, but you can also attach a wireless microphone if you decide to do so. But it doesn't just stop there. Check this out. You can also give yourself some extra lighting for your video, and it actually gets pretty bright. You have the option to add it up here to the top, or you can even add it over here to the side. But just this whole combo kit right here, if you do decide to add on these extra accessories, it's going to give you just an overall better recording experience when it comes to recording video on your smartphone. And then of course you are also going to get that extra lighting right there. Okay, so just taking a quick look at the Hohem camera app right here in case you do decide to use it with this gimbal right here. Over here to the right, we do have the different camera modes that you can choose from. Of course, you do have the record button or photo button if you do want to capture a photo instead of a video. You do have the option to switch in between the front facing camera and the rear facing camera as well, as you can see there. And then you have your different camera lenses that you can choose from, the ultra wide, the main lens, and the telephoto lens. And the little toggle that I showed you guys earlier does allow you to switch in between those lenses without actually having to touch the display itself. So it's nice that we do have that option using the little toggle on the gimbal itself. And then you're gonna have your battery percentage up here. It's gonna let you know if Bluetooth is connected or not. You got other settings over here, different presets if you'd like to choose from either one of those. You got popular, portrait, scenery, food, night, and then the list goes on. And then you have different beauty settings. You can do auto beauty. You can slim things down or give yourself some big eyes. You also have gesture controls. You can turn those on or off. And then you have a QR scanner as well. You can go home within the app itself. We're not gonna do that yet. You have auto mode, or you can switch it to manual. You got up to 4K 60 frames per second video recording with the rear facing cameras. You have your flash settings, of course, and then more settings as well, where you can turn on the grid. You can mirror the selfie, turn that on or off. You can change up the photo size, white balance, zoom speed, linear zoom speed. And then if you go home, it's just going to take you to the home of the actual app itself. And look at that, it just got an update right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give that an update. Now, when it comes to the control module right here in the middle and that touchscreen that we saw earlier, it's not only good for just viewing yourself for tracking to make sure the camera is tracking you correctly, but you can also adjust your settings for the gimbal itself with this touchscreen as well. So we got the roller controller. We can change up the roller function. We got the roller settings. We can change the CCT or RGB settings as well. We can turn that light on or off within the touchscreen itself. We got the motor balance. We can check on that. We have different mode settings as well. We can switch to PF, PTF, POV, or custom. And what this is going to do is basically lock different motors, whether it's one motor or two motors, and allow the other or the other two to function without one of the others functioning, depending on what type of movement you are looking for with this gimbal right here. And then going back, we also have different scenarios we can choose from as well: rotation, panorama, time lapse, or wide angle. And then if I scroll over to the right, we have different joystick settings as well. You can change the speed for tilt and pan. We have the A/B settings. We have the speed settings. You can set it from slow to medium to fast. I currently have it on medium. And then we have more settings, which is like, language, gimbal sound, motor strength, level calibration, and your AI settings as well. So it's nice that we have this little touchscreen here to be able to edit up our settings for the gimbal itself without actually having to go into the Hohem app. The M7 also comes with a good quality case right here to keep it nice and protected. We're getting good quality on the outside, nice soft to the touch material on the inside to keep that gimbal nice and protected, especially when traveling. Comes with a charging cable. You got extra sleeves for storage as well. So good quality case here. You're definitely going to want to use this when traveling with the M7 gimbal. But overall, when it comes to the Hohem iSteady M7 smartphone gimbal right here, I mean, this is an awesome gimbal. Definitely jam-packed with tons of features that are actually very useful when it comes to a smartphone gimbal. It's gonna make video recording, making movies or recording YouTube videos or whatever it is you're trying to record. It's definitely going to make it a lot more fun, a lot more smoother. Just overall, it's gonna give you a better experience. And if you do find yourself interested in this gimbal right here, I'll make sure to drop a link down in the description below and pin comment so you can pick one up for yourself. Definitely a great gimbal. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. If you do find yourself interested in this gimbal, like I said, I'll have a link in the description below. Thank you also very much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.